Hi guys, Devin Sweazy with Sotheby's Realty here in sunny Marco Island, Florida. Today I'm going to talk about moving to our beautiful island and family considerations you should be thinking about. Moving to Marco Island, Florida is not just about finding the perfect home, it's also about considering the needs and preferences of your family. I want to talk about some important factors to keep in mind when making the move to tropical paradise. I moved to Marco Island from Chicago 10 years ago. I was raising my daughters downtown Chicago, and we came to this amazing island on vacation to spend some quality time together. We absolutely fell in love and quickly made the decision to make Marco Island home, and we moved in a matter of months. I moved just in time for my girls to start pre-K and kindergarten. So while I'm a Chicago native, my children's childhood has been spent growing up in paradise. Can you imagine getting to say that you grew up on an island? I'm sorry, but this still is so cool to me. With 10 years under my belt, we have experienced every school here, from daycare to preschool, elementary, middle, and high school. First and foremost, I would recommend you sit down as a family and discuss your priorities and expectations for this move. I made a very fast decision and figured things out along the way. It worked out great for me. However, 10 years has prompted a lot of change on the island, and knowing what I know now, I'd not recommend just flying by the seat of your pants. You'll want to consider factors such as housing expectations, school quality, neighborhood amenities, and proximity to your family's activities. Change can be a hard adjustment, but if you take the time to research, it can really help with the transition. Let's start with two of the most obvious concerns: the cost of living and housing options. It's really important to evaluate what you get for your money and the cost of overall maintenance and upkeep. I think what ends up being the biggest adjustment for many is the price per square foot is relatively high, leading to a smaller home than most are accustomed to. A smaller home is often the compromise that is made a lot easier when you accept that our lifestyle here is more so driven by our outdoor activities. Keep in mind that homes here do not have basements and attics are hot and humid, not great for storage, and I'm speaking from experience. You know those cute little candy cane ornaments our kids make in school? Well, ours melted and made for a real sticky mess of Christmas ornaments. Lessons learned the hard way. When considering storage options, you will likely have significantly less space to work with. I encourage you to do a major downsize of stuff. Great opportunity to purge. Storage is also an issue in terms of closet space. It is minimal here. I have no idea why, but seriously, this is a big deal to me. There's no front hall closets. In general, bedroom closets and our linen closets, they're just smaller. I hope I have prepared you for that transition. I suppose this only really matters and feels significant if you're planning on living here full time. If it's your second home, this really doesn't have as much of an impact on my customers. Home maintenance is something that is entirely different as well. Humidity leads to mildew. I have pressure washed my walkways and driveway more in 10 years than my entire lifetime back home. Landscape, it's just something I have never figured out here. It is pricey, or at least compared to my experience back home in the Chicagoland area. The amount of regular trimming that is constantly taking place is kind of surprising. And don't forget your lawn pest control. This is really a thing, and I'm telling you, if you try to skimp out on it, watch how quickly your hedges thin out. Irrigation. Man, these suckers are endless maintenance. First of all, I have to say that irrigation is a must. Gone are the days of setting up your sprinkler and going outside and moving it every 30 minutes. You would literally never be able to keep up. Irrigation is fairly push and play. It does not require a lot of attention other than when our heads get broken. And this happens easily by being run over by lawnmowers, sometimes even our cars. Landscape is such a big deal here that I swear we have traffic as a result of our endless landscape trucks. And sometimes I even joke that we have our island white noise. In my business, trying to make these videos, you can imagine how annoying it can get. You'll also want to research the local school system on Marco Island. You want to ensure that it's going to meet your family's educational needs. Look into public and charter schools as well as private. State rankings can be a little deceiving, so be sure to dig in deep on this topic. You'll also want to inquire about extracurricular programs or enrichment opportunities that are available. I'll have an entire video discussing all things school related coming soon. But for starters, just know that we have limited childcare and pre-K options, and of what we have, these spaces fill up fast. Pre-K is a state-funded program, which is wonderful. However, we just simply don't have a lot of spots available on the island. In terms of public school, our island has an elementary, charter middle, and charter high. All other schools are located in Naples. Our elementary, middle, and high school, both public and charter, they do offer bus transportation. However, if you were to choose to go private or out of zone in Naples schools, you will be required to provide your own transportation. Schooling is a very personal choice, and I have found that our island kids truly do go to schools all over Marco and Naples for various different reasons. Both the island's charter middle school and charter high school offer after-school sports. That said, most are coached by local parents. It is a great community vibe, perhaps not always the most competitive. Our island offers many extracurricular programs that are mostly geared towards our younger ages. I again would not consider these very competitive, more so rather an opportunity for your child to play the sport they love, experience being on a team, and truly become part of our community. If you have a child pursuing competitive sports, you will be doing a fair amount of driving back and forth to Naples. When considering moving to Marco Island, you'll also want to take time to explore the parks and recreational facilities. There are plenty of outdoor spaces for your family to enjoy together, and the best part is that everything truly is just a bike ride away. We are a 4x6 mile island offering convenience. Everything is close. Maple Park is the central hub of the island. This is a very family-centric place with something for every age. We spent a ton of time here when my girls were younger. The playground is fabulous. They've got a section for the bigs and the littles. The splash pad was a big hit for us. Although we have outgrown it, it is worthy of pointing out that this is the only splash pad on the island. The Airnasium always has kiddos playing basketball and offers some great protection from the sun. We've got a sand volleyball court and even other games like shuffleboard. The fields are regularly in use for the island's youth soccer programs and even home to the middle school practice fields. If you enjoy taking walks, it has a peaceful path that wraps around the lake. There is sometimes even a remote control boat regatta taking place, and these events are really fun to watch. I cannot forget to mention the Canine Cove. This is our island's only dog park and is broken up into two sections for large and small dogs. I wasn't kidding when I said there was something here for every age. Right across the street is our library. This is a local, convenient resource. The library is on the smaller side, however, has a wonderful little children's section that has a little play center. I mean, my children and I, we are avid readers and we love our Collier County Public Library because we have the ability to go online, reserve books, and they are directly delivered to our Marco Island branch. It's just convenient. And down the street, we also have Veterans Park, which is home to our amazing seasonal farmers market. This really is a treat. It does have many other community events as well, from concerts to our island's coveted annual Christmas tree lighting event. Veterans Park just underwent a huge renovation and is now another amazing community facility for us. The band shell is home to a lot of entertainment, while the playground is usually spinning with kids. They have ping pong tables, you'll need to bring your own paddles, and a wonderful tribute to our veterans. This park is now modernized, beautiful, and a great community resource. But I have to say, the best part about this park is really that farmer's market. This is my favorite time of year to get fresh flowers. They have a chicken salad vendor that I just live for. It is a bustling place. Traffic gets a little nuts. Moving on to healthcare, I would spend some time researching local hospitals, medical clinics, and pediatricians to ensure you've got access to quality healthcare. The island does have several family physicians, as well as dental offices, even an island orthodontist. We've got options for chiropractors, an optometrist, as well as a podiatrist. However, if you require specialty medical attention, just be prepared to drive to Naples. It sounds daunting, it's really not that big of a deal. The island does have 2 walk-in clinics, as well as an emergency branch of our hospital system, Physicians Regional. So if you guys want to dig deeper on the medical questions, facilities, and availability, please just give me a call and I can help answer anything. And finally, if you are prioritizing your safety and security for your family, it is no surprise that Marco Island is on your radar. As of the latest update in January 2022, Marco Island, Florida has relatively low crime rates compared to national averages. It's considered a very safe community. Residents typically feel really secure. As a matter of fact, there are several resources that have announced Marco Island was among the top 5 safest cities in Florida. The Marco Island Police Department is heavily staffed with 38 full-time officers. They have a large presence on our island. We have 3 community resource officers whose primary role is to be on campus at our 3 schools. We have beach patrol, code enforcement, public safety officers. It's no exaggeration to say I see police cars regularly patrolling in our community. They work diligently to maintain our safety and security. However, just like any area, Marco Island is not completely immune to crime. By considering these family factors and priorities, you can ensure a smooth and enjoyable transition to life on Marco Island. My goal is to share with you guys my experience of living here, raising my daughters on this island, and continuing to build my real estate business. Take it from a local, someone who lives and breathes the warm, salt air of Marco Island. If you guys are liking the content I'm delivering, please be sure to subscribe to get notifications when new videos are posted. The algorithm likes engagement, so I personally would appreciate if you would like and subscribe so I can continue to share these videos with people just like yourself. Thank you for watching my video this far. I hope the information was helpful. I would love to help you guys with all things real estate related, so please give me a call, Devin Sweazy with Sotheby's Realty at 239-919-7400. Again, that's 239-919-7400. Stay tuned for more videos.